It's showtime. The juice is loose, babe. Hi strangers, another day closer to Halloween. Would you like to find out how to do this makeup today? Then please stick around and let the juice flow. It's showtime! Hi everyone! Today I'm going to attempt to do a Beetlejuice makeup. I want to give this a go, but then I don't feel like I've got enough stuff to do it. But I'm going to try anyway. I'm on a budget, so I'm just using the stuff that I got around the house. And yeah, let's have some fun and let's try and do a Beetlejuice makeup today. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is try and lighten up my hair colour. Beetlejuice has got very blonde, scruffy, dirty, greenish hair. And obviously my hair is dark brown. I don't have a wig, I don't have a bald cap. So I'm just going to play with what I've got on my head and see if I can try and lighten it up with some face paints and some powder maybe. So let's give that a go now. Face paint, and I'm going to be putting that onto a sponge and then applying it to my hair. Because this stuff's really good, it can change the colour of your hair as well. So if you've got light hair, like blonde hair or grey hair, this stuff will, if you've got any colour hair, will make it any colour you want. Just for the day. Okay, so I'm using a sponge, picking up some white. I'm really running out of this, look. I'm gonna have to get some more before clown day. And I'm just gonna keep rubbing it round and round on here. So there's quite a lot of white here. Quite thick on here. Obviously I need to do my face as well, so I'm hoping this is gonna be enough. And I'm just going to rub that in my hair. Watch me turn even older than what I already am. I decided to go ahead and do my face first because I don't want to run out of paint here on after I've got my hair all wet. So I'm just getting some white on the sponge again and I'm just tapping it all over my face. I know I look awful, I'm so sorry, but this is art for you. I look awful. Gonna come down my neck as well today. I'm hoping this comes out alright. I'm dreading this so much then. Okay, because I'm so low on the white here, I think I'm going to go with some yellow. So I'm going to come in with a yellow now and put that in my hair to try and lighten it up a bit more. Because it just seemed to have just gone on single strands for some reason. I think that's because there's I've got quite a lot of yellow, so I'm hoping this will lighten it this time or make it go orange probably. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put quite a lot of water on and mix this into this yellow. So I'm just pushing the sponge in around my forehead here. So I really want the roots at the front to look really light. So I'm just tapping that on, trying to get rid of some of that dark hair. It's awful, I know, oh my goodness. Okay, now we've kind of done that, which looks absolutely dreadful. I'm going to start doing my face now. Beetlejuice has got very dark, square patches around his eyes. Lots of wrinkles and even some stubble. So we're going to try and do that now. So now I'm going to be coming in with a purple. So I have this cheap, I got it as a gift, but it's a cheap Temu eyeshadow palette. And it has got this like light purple. So I'm going to start with that first. And just go around my eyes where I want this to go. I've got the shape right, so I'm just going to colour this all in now. Try and make sure there's not too much fallout on your brush while you're doing this, because it can, like, we don't want it all down our white face. So blow it or tap it, whatever you find best. This is just our base really, so we can see whether the shape's right and things like that with the painting. I don't want to put loads of dark around my eyes and then have to change it. And also I want this lighter, I think, in the middle. Okay, so I think we've got the shape right here going on, and yeah, so I'm going to come in with a darker purple now. In with zombified, and we're going to be coming in with a darker purple.
Darker.
And I'm going to be coming in with, I think, which one's the darkest? I think Outbreak here, which is a lovely colour. Using the same brush, I'm just going to come in around the edges, so just on the inside of what we've done here. I want to try and give this a really cool effect around the eye here. Okay, now I've got the colours on. I'm going to come in with a smaller, flatter brush and come in with some black now. I'm just going to darken up around the outside a little bit more. Come in like so, you leave a little bit around the outside of the purple and just bring the dark in. Again, I'm going to be using Zombified and I'm going to be using Kill Count, which is their black. I'm going to come right into my nose bridge here with the black as well while I'm shading this out. So I'm just following around the bottom of this line for now here, and also up around this as well, so we get this messy dark look going on. Also I'm coming in around my eye here and I'm just making this part darker too. So hopefully it's giving that really messy, like Beetlejuice kind of look going on. Why I've got this brush out, I really like the idea of doing like the wrinkles in like a purpley black. So this will be perfect after doing this with the same brush really. And he's got lots of wrinkles and things. So I'm going to concentrate on that now. First of all, he's got a very tiny nose. Obviously I have a huge nose. So I'm just going to bring my this line down here very lightly, just dragging this down my nose bridge, and then I'm just going to blend this out with my finger. To try and make it look like my nose has some more depth and it's smaller in size, so I'm just dragging it down my nose bridge the other side as well. Whoa. Obviously Beetlejuice has got lots of creases, and the main one he's got probably is across his nose bridge here, and that kind of slants across straight here. So I'm just going to bring and drag out this like so, and I'm just going to bring this down a bit more. He's got such a small nose compared to mine, so I'm going to try and hide it as best as I can here. Next I need some more creases going up. I might come in with a smaller brush to do this, and yeah, let's just give that a go next. Now I'm going to be using this like browny grey colour here to put in some wrinkles and some lines and things like that. So this bit I don't really find really hard because I'm literally following my own crease marks. So it gives it more depth and stuff anyway. But there we go. My nostrils a bit bigger now, so I'm going to just lay this under my nose and drag this out here. So it looks bigger than the other one. Beetlejuice has got lots of lines that come down this way, and so I'm going to add them in next. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the nose yet. Okay, so I'm going to put in more wrinkle lines coming down his face this way now. So I'm using the same technique. So I'm going to be dragging them downwards here. Come in and do a few more creases up here just to make my forehead look a little bit longer, obviously because I'm not wearing a bald cap or anything. It's probably why I look like the Joker right now, because I haven't got the extended hairline like Beetlejuice has, because he's got a pretty large forehead. But I'm hoping once my hair's dried out a bit, I might use a hairdryer in a minute and stick it back a bit more, then hopefully that'll give it a bit more of a Beetlejuice vibe. So next of all, we're going to start with the bottom half of our face. We've got some wrinkles in here. I'm going to come in with some darker colours to make these look a bit more obvious in a bit. Next, Beetlejuice has got some stubble going on. So I'm going to be using this. So can you remember I used this last time? I'm going to be using it to try and give me a kind of a messy beard growing thing happening. And that, and just tap it down on here, just to put a bit on here. Blow it off a bit. And then just mess up down here basically. So I'm going to be tapping it just to give me some stubble. Always start with very lightly first, because I can always add, you can't always take away.
Our ghostly lane, witching our ghostly lane, witching our ghostly lane, witching our ghostly lane.
I've used the necklace I normally have around my neck to help stand my hair up a bit higher up on my head, and I think that has given that lift it needs to look more like a Beetlejuice kind of face. So we've got a bit more defining to do now with some darker colours, and obviously I've got my teeth to mess up and my hair a bit more. I want to do a bit more with this to make it look a bit more like Beetlejuice. So we're just going to come in with some more darker colours now and try and give it a bit more of a Beetlejuice darker look. Okay, now I'm going to come in with some black face paint. I'm using a very tiny brush now, and we're going to be just darkening up around the eyes. Actually, I might use a big brush first. Okay, so I'm going to use a big brush like this size brush, and I'm going to come in with the black here, black face paint. And I'm just going to darken around my eyes a little bit more, because I don't think it's looking quite Beetlejuicy. I think the outside's looking more like Beetlejuice. I think the inside should be darker. And I thought it'd be really good to go light with this, but I think maybe it needs to be a bit darker. I'm wiping quite a lot off the brush, so it's just like not too thick. And I'm going to just kind of come around the inside of my eyes here, and I'm just going to build it up gradually, because I'm not too sure how dark I want this to be. So I'm just using this as a very light black to go over the top here, just to see if it gives us more of a Beetlejuice look.
Every street
Oh, that's working, I think. I think that's what it needed. So I'm just gonna bring this up a little bit higher and bring it and make it a little bit more darker as well. Well, I've got this in my hand. I'm going to make the paint a bit wetter here, and then we're going to stipple it back over the beard just to make it a little bit more darker. I think I'm going to make my smile lines a bit darker, because they're not very dark. So I'm going to come in from my nose here and just come out a tiny bit further than normal and add a new crease in here. Use my finger, dry finger, not yellow finger, and then blend this down from my nose. You can see them better.
Every street a ghostly lane. Whispers call me out by name. 31 days of spooky fame. Love this eerie haunting game. Witching hour gonna play. 31 nights to cast away. Every fear will push astray. Till the light of
Okay, so I'm not sure. Do you like my teeth? Yeah. Didn't clean them last night. I'm not too sure how I'm feeling about it all. Is it Beetlejuicy enough? I'm not sure, really. Can't do any Beetlejuice face poses. I'm gonna add some shadow around my neck area, and then I'm gonna put a shirt on that I found that's kind of what some of Beetlejuice would probably wear. And I've got some lines that I'd like to lighten up a bit more because they're a bit dark still. I'll just do that with my finger. But yeah, I think I'm nearly there. That's the best I could probably do. It's all fun anyway, right? The things I do to myself. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna get on and do something with my neck because it looks very the wrong colour. It's showtime. The juice is loose. Gotta go. Can't even do buttons up, like. Oh my goodness. So this is my son's shirt. Has it got a top button? And oh, what has it? It has got a top button. Okay, cool. So this is one of my son's shirts. I know, but I saw this and it looks like the scene. Do you know when he's dressing up? When all of a sudden he's trying to get them to say his name and stuff, and he's wearing a checkered shirt. And I saw this, I was like, that's the one. That's the one. And I found, this is out of my kids' room, it's a green light. And I thought that'd be really good to take some pictures because I can have like a green like shine coming up onto my face a little bit. It's really hard to see in this. But yeah, I get that nice green reflective light coming off it for photo. So I'm going to be playing with that in a minute. And it also makes my hair look a lot lighter as well. Might put another bright light as well behind me or something to try and lighten up my hair a bit more. Because I do really want to make this lighter. But I got so much hair. So I might have to tie it back and then pull out a bit, make separate bits green. It's a hard one. But without having to buy a wig, it isn't too bad. And I think it's given off that whole Beetlejuice vibe kind of thing. And I do kind of feel like I'm getting in the Beetlejuice vibe a little bit. Does that sound weird? Does that sound weird? My teeth aren't so yellow now. I need to put some more yellow on. The dirt stayed on. So I'm just going to put some more dirt on them. Like, I want to feel like I'm Beetlejuice. Hey, there you go. Yeah, baby. I've got to call my husband.
What? Jesus
Hi.
Christ.
Hi.
Right.
How's work?
Fucking hell. That's terrifying.
You're good?
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, you need to clean your teeth.
hey, I'm back. Okay, now to do the finishing touches. I've been laughing so much at myself that I've actually cried a chunk off this. My husband found it hilarious. I called him and he said he hated it and he didn't like it. So we're just going to do some finishing touches now just to finish it off so I can take some photos. So I've got some black eyeliner. I'm just going to go in my waterline and darken that up a bit. I just tried to fill this in as well with it as well. I got it here in my hand and it just didn't want to fill. So that's that bit done to darken that area up a little bit more. And we're going to go and we are going to put some darker greens around where the moss is on here. So I'm going to be coming in with a dark green. So I've got a dark green snazaroo here. And I'm just going to be adding in where Beetlejuice has his mouldy patches. It's really hard on the internet because there's not actually many pictures of Beetlejuice's actual face. So I'm just going to be guessing here. It looks like there's some above his eyebrow here. So I'm going to put that on and just dab it out with my finger. I'm just layering it up slowly so we get some darker, some lighter bits going on here. And we're going to obviously be going around the face as well. And I'm just going to come really close in here because obviously I don't have a cap on or anything. So I'm just going to like just try and make it as small as I can. But obviously make it a little bit like so you can see it still. So I'm just going to be dabbing this out around my face, around my hairline a bit. Just getting some greens on here. I'm not sure, but I think there's a patch around his face as well. It's so hard to find an image of the actual Beetlejuice's face. So there's some on around his beard here. So I'm going to add some green here too. I don't want to miss out any details that might have been from the movie. So here on my face, and also on this side there is some too around this area. Going down. So I'm just going to spin this out a little bit because I want it to look very light in places and dark in places. Got a very dry brush. And then I'm just going to bring it back with my finger just to like blend it out a bit because I'm going to be adding more onto this. And he's got it loads down his neck as well. My neck needs going over white again, so I'm going to might have to wash out my sponge because it's yellow at the moment. So I might actually, while I've got some yellow here, is I would just do want to lighten up around this area too, over the green. Because I really like how this yellow over the top here really looks. So I'm going to do that to these patches too. Because I'm going to be putting a green light on this, and this will make the yellow really stand out. I really hope the postman comes soon. Like, I want to try to do this all in face paint so you guys can see how easy it is just to use your imagination. Normally I would wear a wig or something, or a mouthpiece, or I would use actual real moss to do the moss on Beetlejuice. But I want this to be as basic and cheap as possible to do at home. And I think that's quite important because not a lot of us have any money these days. I am broke, and this is something I can do and show you guys. And it obviously is not costing me much money because I already had the face paints because I used to be a full-time face painter before COVID. So I have all the stuff here, so it's not costing me too much to get this look at all. Just my time really. And how I think it's really fun to do this kind of stuff, especially around Halloween time. It's the time for fun. It's the time for parties. It's the time for celebration, or the spooky time. And I feel more like myself right now than I have done forever. I just feel amazing. I love the way how Beetlejuice always has his front teeth out, because I never have my front teeth out. So when I talk, you don't actually see my lip. So it's really weird because Beetlejuice always is very teethy and stuff. So, and I find it quite hard to call that face. Because I can't do Beetlejuice voice. But I can try. The juice is loose. The juice is loose. Baby. Do 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 do. See what I mean? Getting into it. Okay, I'm gonna go take a load of random photos. I'm gonna actually add some more green to this first, dark green, and I'm just going to pop this over the top. So just tapping it, just to give it some more of a darker, like to make it look a bit more 3D basically. And I'm just gonna dot this around to make it look like it's like coming off my skin a bit here. Beetlejuice is a very messy character anyway, so it doesn't matter how like messy this part is. And I find all this, like the little details, really fun, but normally you don't really get to see them on the photos, which is irritating. And I'm hoping I can get some good photos for you and things, and we can have some fun while we're Beetlejuice. I need to go pick up my kids from the station soon, so I don't have long really, which is a shame because I would love to spend the day as Beetlejuice, doing everything Beetlejuice, cooking cakes as Beetlejuice, cooking cakes as Beetlejuice, and running around the town as Beetlejuice, and getting people's reactions to me being Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, that's my name. Okay, so I think I'm done now, and yeah, I've had so much fun. I'd love to have made my hair a bit more greener and things like that. So yeah, this is the finished look. What do you guys think? So without a bald cap and without like lots of extra things added onto my face, just with makeup and my face paint, I don't think I did a very bad job. And I'm quite impressed with this, and I love being Beetlejuice. I'm gonna go do a load of TikToks now and have some fun. And yes, thank you so much for coming along and joining me on this face paint. Another day closer to Halloween, and I will see you next time. And please don't forget, be weird, be yourself, and be different, because otherwise you're just boring. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
witching our ghosty lane. Witching our go no